Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. I appreciate you being a viewer. I appreciate you being a subscriber. I want you to know that the Ignition Time channel is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about the money. As we head towards what I consider to be the final chapter for this year in the stimulus endgame, tensions are actually flaring and there was a heated exchange, an argument on a phone call that just took place. In this video, I'll give you the latest status of the stimulus negotiations. I'll tell you exactly where things stand right now. So let's just jump right in. Once again, my name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. So here's what happened today. As congressional leaders add stimulus checks to the $900 billion package and as they essentially compromise somewhat on the unemployment benefits, we are finding out that aid to state and local governments has been eliminated, and we are also finding out that liability protections have been eliminated. So I want our viewers and subscribers to be aware of that. So what is happening right now is that they are coming to an agreement on the nearly $900 billion package as we speak, and this will include a second round of stimulus checks, and this entire process could be completed by the end of this week. Now, this is likely to be coupled with other major legislative efforts, including funding for federal agencies and a bipartisan effort to rein in surprise medical billing, believe it or not. And so lawmakers are trying to essentially get a lot of things wrapped into this proposal. Now, here's something interesting. Tensions are actually flaring in the final stage of the negotiations. Bernie Sanders, the independent from Vermont, and Joe Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia, got into an argument. They got into a heated exchange during one of the conference calls, during one of the internal conference calls that actually took place today. As you know, Sanders is pushing for the package to include more robust, bigger stimulus checks, $1,200 stimulus checks. He's not happy with the $600, $700 stimulus checks. And Manchin has said that unemployment benefits are more essential to approve, and he basically played an important role in the creation of the bipartisan proposal, which Bernie Sanders has called insufficient. So keep in mind, lawmakers are trying to move the bill quickly. So Sanders' opposition to this deal, according to the Washington Post, could actually blow the whole deal up, believe it or not. It could blow the whole deal up as far as, as far as our current reporting suggests. So a lot of members are actually a little bit unhappy with Bernie Sanders, who's essentially being the holdout as far as they're concerned. But keep in mind that Bernie Sanders is pushing for larger stimulus checks, and there's a lot of political dynamics that's going on right now. And keep in mind, congressional Democrats have sought a larger stimulus package, but where we are right now is that it's a bipartisan piece of legislation that includes Mark Warner, who's from Virginia, in addition to Joe Manchin, and Mitt Romney, senator from Utah. So the final bill is expected to very closely mirror what was proposed initially. So we'll have to see what happens. And again, last night, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi held many hours of meetings with other congressional leaders. And this was a comment from President-elect Joe Biden today, who said, the stimulus package is encouraging. From President-elect Joe Biden, it looks like it's very, very close. It's a down payment, an important down payment that's going to have to be done. It's very important to get done. Those are comments from President-elect Joe Biden. And House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, who's another senior Democrat, told reporters this afternoon that he's hoping for a deal later today or early tomorrow morning. So that is encouraging, guys. That is encouraging. I mean, the wheels are turning slowly and they seem rather chaotic, but they are turning. And good old Bernie, he's causing a lot of heartache and indigestion in DC, that much is for sure. I want to give props to Josh Hawley, Republican from Missouri, who side by side with Bernie Sanders has been pushing for a larger check. So keep in mind, even if negotiators reach a deal today, clearing it through Congress by the Friday midnight deadline could be a lot, but it's going to be pretty tight, guys. It's going to get pretty tight, but I'm hoping they can come to a consensus today. The House could vote as soon as tomorrow. Basically, the House has a usual 3-day review process for legislation, but they could review as soon as tomorrow. This is possible. And the Senate would have to secure unanimous consent among its 100 members to skip procedural hurdles and vote on Friday before the deadline. So there's a lot that's going on, folks, and an objection from Sanders or other senators could cause a brief government shutdown, believe it or not, unless lawmakers agree to another short-term spending bill. So Democrats have also secured $25 billion in cash to establish a new program, a brand new program to provide emergency rental assistance funding that could be used to cover past and future rent payments. That's interesting. Past and future rent payments as well as other related expenses. Schumer told Senate Democrats this in a video conference call today, and this is something that will be encouraging because, Democrats have secured that $25 billion pot, if you will. The Paycheck Protection Program has been a subject of controversy, but it's going to be extended. $300 a week in supplemental and a booster will be included for more than 10 million of our fellow Americans, according to John Thune, who's the number 2 ranking Republican senator. So there's a lot going on, and basically, like I said, doing away with state and local aid freed up approximately $160 billion in funds that were essentially reappropriated for direct payments, for stimulus payments, and using this available money, lawmakers were basically financed stimulus checks roughly in the $600-700 range, and so that is where things stand right now. There's also going to be money for vaccine distribution. Keep in mind that $600 stimulus checks were indeed originally proposed by the U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin in a White House offer last week, which Democrats rejected because it did not include unemployment benefits. And Josh Hawley from Missouri said, "I would say that that's progress. It's not where I would like it to be," when he was commenting about the $600 stimulus check. And Sanders also called this a good start, but he said, "I'm going to continue to fight for more." So those were comments from Bernie Sanders. Very interesting how things are starting to evolve. And again, lawmakers are expected to approve $1.4 trillion. I want our viewers and subscribers to know that lawmakers will approve $1.4 trillion in government funding, along with the $900 billion legislation to pass the stimulus check. And so, there are trade provisions as well. There's a bipartisan energy bill that's a part of this, that's authored by Joe Manchin and Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska. So there's a lot going on, everybody. And there's quite a bit going on. You see this tweet on your screen from Heather Long from the Washington Post, who reported that 27.4 million of our fellow Americans now say they don't have enough food to eat, up from 26 million during Thanksgiving. Man, it makes it hard for me to report stuff like this. So I'm going to keep going. This is a one-take video in case you folks haven't noticed. I'm just doing this in one take for you. Sometimes some of these things that I report, really hard for me to get through it. 14.3 million, you'll see this tweet on your screen from Heather Long, 14.3 million of our fellow Americans with kids say that they don't have enough food to eat right now. Blows my mind. I have a 5-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter. I mean, if I didn't have to eat for a week, I wouldn't, just to make sure that they would eat. So I can't even imagine children not getting food to eat. And on your screen, you'll see a tweet from Dr. Diane Schanzenbach, who's a director of the Institute of Policy Research at Northwestern University. And I will provide you with a link to her tweet in the description section below. But these are new Census Pulse numbers. And this survey actually covers the period from the 25th of November through the 7th of December. And just some astonishing data when you take a closer look at it. The most severe measure, according to the doctor, is the number of individuals who are saying they sometimes or often do not have enough food to eat continues to go up. 17.5% of those with kids say they didn't have enough to eat in the prior week. And you can take a look at this chart, a closer look at this chart. We'll provide you with a link to this in the description section below. This tells us that more and more of our fellow Americans simply don't have enough food to eat. And this is some astonishing information for us in the United States of America. You'll see this tweet on your screen from Jeff Stein, which I alluded to earlier. In the article, which by the way was from the Washington Post, one of the writers of that article was Jeff Stein. So we'll provide you with the link to this tweet that you're seeing on your screen, as well as the article from the Washington Post in the description section below. Jeff says that Schumer told Democrats that he had secured a $25 billion package within the new stimulus plan for a new emergency rental assistance program that would allow renters to cover past debts as well as related expenses as per a Democratic aid. Now keep in mind that as this thing emerges, different people are going to start to take credit. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. We're going to start to see that. And finally, here's another tweet on your screen from Jeff Stein, again revealing that Bernie Sanders and Joe Manchin got into a heated argument with Sanders insisting on more generous stimulus checks, like I mentioned at the start, and Manchin basically staying in favor of robust unemployment insurance benefits. It seems like right now they are at some sort of a compromise, because doing $1,200 stimulus checks could raise the cost of the entire thing or lead to a major compromise on the unemployment benefits component, and that could lead to the whole thing crashing down. Now we are basically The clock is ticking. We are basically at almost out of time because the Senate and the House are scheduled to go on break. Now, they may stay longer, but I think this is the time for us to essentially come to an agreement and get all of these things wrapped up. Let me know what you think about this heated discussion. Let me know about all the moves that are being made. We did cover videos earlier today with comments from the Federal Reserve Chairman, with comments from the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You'll find a link to all of our resources in the description section below. I do want to add one more thing, and this information just came in as we were wrapping up the recording of this video. Adding the stimulus checks is going to result in some sort of a compromise to the $300 a week unemployment benefits, potentially reducing the $300 a week unemployment benefits originally from 4 months down to 3 months. So that is one thing. Also, congressional leadership has indicated that they will need to reduce the $300 a week from the originally planned 4 months to 3 months. The problem is that would mean the extended benefits, if they go from the end of December to the end of March, if they expire at the end of March, that timeline would force the new administration, President-elect Biden, and the new incoming administration to move very quickly to pass major stimulus early next year. Now, according to Ron Wyden, who's a Democrat from Oregon, he's a ranking Democrat on the Senate Finance Committee, he said the cut to unemployment benefits was, I quote, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Pretty incredible. And one of the prominent Senate Republicans basically said that he wanted to prevent, this is new, this just came in. One of the important Senate Republicans wanted to prevent individuals who are getting the $300 a week unemployment benefit from also getting the $600 a week check. And he called it a double benefit. Yes, I'm reporting to you that the number 2 Senate Republican suggested lawmakers may be preventing people who get the $300 a week unemployment benefit for 3 months, not 4 months, prevent them from getting the $600 stimulus check. And he called it a double benefit. And the congressional Democrats are firmly opposed to that idea, saying, they should get both. So this is brand new information that's coming in as we are recording this video, everybody. I'll keep you posted as things evolve, but this is where things stand right now with the state of the stimulus negotiations, and I'll keep you posted. It looks like we're getting closer to the end and are hammering out the final details. Look, I'm hoping that it helps those who need it the most. I will keep you posted. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I want you to know that I greatly appreciate you. The goal of the Ignition Time channel is to give you the truth wherever it might lead us. Today seems to be an encouraging day. I'm going to continue to give you updates as they evolve. But I want you to know that this channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. This is not just a stimulus updates channel. This is not just a channel to give you information on unemployment benefits. I have bigger goals, I have bigger aspirations for our viewers and subscribers. I want to lead you forward. I promise you, I will always tell you the truth wherever it might lead us. If I can, I will move mountains for you. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. This is some information about me. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time, most days of the week. Now, I want you to know that for us, it's not about being a Democrat or a Republican. It's about being American. This channel is not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I want us to focus on helping each other. I want us to focus on what is best for our personal economy. And I think we can do that when we start to understand how the country works, how the economy works, and how our personal finances work. We need to understand how to make more money, how to save money, and then most importantly, how to invest money. That is what I will teach you on this channel. If you want to get breaking news and alerts from us, important information on what's happening in the world around us, important information on how to make sense of all the madness surrounding us, and important information on how to make more money, how to save money, and how to invest money, get your cell phone out. Send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list. Now keep in mind that You can also get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you'll get added to our email alerts list moving forward. You'll get important news and information, and if we ever release a coaching program or any kind of educational program, you'll be the first to get notified. No pressure, and also you can opt out of the SMS or the email alerts at any time. So, that's entirely up to you. Now, also, speaking of alerts, YouTube does not always send out notifications on time. Sometimes they get delayed. This sort of stuff happens. So all I'm asking you to do is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. And then you can visit the home page of our channel and then check out any of our videos, any of our playlists at any point in time that you want. No pressure about that. So make sure you bookmark our channel. Now, you can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. We release exclusive news and content specifically for our Instagram community. So make sure you follow us there. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is the same as the Instagram handle, ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So follow us on Twitter as well, and you'll get breaking news and alerts from us on Twitter. One of the things I'm personally very proud of is not just the content on our channel, but the collective wisdom of our community. This is very important. The collective wisdom of our community. Comment below. You'll make some new friends. Our community is very intelligent, very respectful, very bipartisan. I welcome a healthy debate. I welcome both points of view, as long as we are respectful and as long as we appreciate another person's perspective, because then you can learn from other individuals. Ignorance is often mixed in with anger, with frustration, with finger pointing. We are here to learn so we can improve our lives. So participate in the community. You'll make some new friends. Our community is intelligent. It's growing. And it's bipartisan, so I think you'll benefit a lot. Also, please share this video with friends and family, because that tells the YouTube algorithm that you found this content helpful. So please make sure you share the video as well. As always, you'll find a link in the resources section below, in the description section below, with all our resources, so you can check out all our resources at any point in time that you want. So definitely check out the links in the description. Finally, please click like, please subscribe, please ignite that notification button after you click subscribe. First click subscribe, and then that little bell icon, just gently tap it and ignite the like button. Smash that screen. Oh no, don't smash the screen. I just like playing with that. I'm fortunate to have a phenomenal team of video editors that work with me. Joseph and Jeanette, I appreciate you. So I want you to know that you should click like, please click subscribe, enable notifications, and then that would mean a lot to us. That tells the YouTube algorithm you found this content beneficial. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye. Don't forget to click like. Don't forget to click subscribe. Bye.